Today's sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the New York Jets. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Here comes Andrews. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Got some space here. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Oh, the option to give to Williams here. Nice little juke.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position, and even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Pats are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one. Yeah,
not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now Jones. And right away he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have the short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters this week?
Touchdown! Jonnu Smith, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Here comes Andrews. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I'm here, my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw is Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Gregory. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Play action. Now Wilson. Catch is made by Hardman. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hold. Get out in the tackle and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. Play action. It's Wilson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Patriots are going to get the football here at their own 23. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Hey, let's get there. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
Throwing Jones. And he whips that one incomplete there. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead.
Oh, wide open, complete. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Jaden Smith, 77 yards. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him. I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something they can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Give it here to his running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson, the Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Call it a loss
loss of 5, a good save to bring up third down.
This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Connor Duggar who picks it. And the Pats are going to have a short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives. And you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off right around the 43. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Here we go. Set. 8, 3.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. He's at the 40. The 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of it, and he did exactly that. That's something Coach told us all the time. A lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one up and took it to the house.
Point after, right down the middle, and gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and then a kick is away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Take this up just shy of midfield.
Well, these two teams, you might remember, met in Foxborough earlier in the season with the Patriots winning that ball game. So they're trying to win here in Foxborough to capture the season series.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now it's Wilson. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
Apparently, they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Flush to his right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Taken at about the 16. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Into the secondary, past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Jones now on 1st and 10. And this one is incomplete.
These two teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the Patriots who got the win on the road, so they'll look to finish off the sweep here in Foxborough.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off near the 44. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a jet touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And this is back to a 5-point game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Booker to return it. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. They'll try the right side with Harris. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On 2nd and 12, Jones. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium where the Patriots on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. Booker to return it. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. At their own 20-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the 3rd quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
Airing it out deep for Smith. He's got a man complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A big play there for New England. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Jones escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side, and he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact, and in his mind just screamed, out of my way. and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
On first down, it's Harris. He's to the 10, and he gets it all the way down to the 3. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Harris, he is going nowhere in a hurry, as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Let's go, baby. Turn over. Get that ball.
Now a give right side. It's Harris, and that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. This is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Cortland Sutton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking? For a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20 from the shotgun. Wilson. And now here's another interception. It's Connor Duggar who picks it. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Steps away to his left. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Here's another carry for Harris. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble, and the Jets have recovered. Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, and certainly doesn't feel it. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They'll try and run with Harris. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. They'll try to run with Harris. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. No problem there on the extra point. And that will make this a 19-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 32. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of the time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Double time. Everyone come forward. 4 down. Like 50.
Looking to throw. Jones. His throw incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Off play action. Jones. He gets it complete to Harris. And he will have the Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Harris. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. It's brought in by Harris. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on 2nd down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
Yeah, they've thrown for 3 touchdown passes. Now here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so. But ordinarily, 2nd down is when you run your play fake, your play action, show run, and throw the ball. Now they brought up 3rd down. They'll have to throw it anyway.
Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he's in. Touchdown. Patriots. Damian Harris with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Patriots look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here comes Andrews. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. Let's steal. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Wilson's throw into the hands of Boyd. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 39. And what a return as he brings us with all the way back to the 25-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. Boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
New England on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Jones. Eluding the pressure right. He finds his man complete. That's Harris. And he nearly got to first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Now Jones throwing on 4th down. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues with another touchdown. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And our fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they will give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Here comes Andrews. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. So another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And they take a knee. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, to continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking, they think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Patriots, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll have another home date next week as the Miami Dolphins come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jets, that first win remains elusive. They drop to 0-12 now with the loss here. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans.